Okay. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to C Sports broadcast of today's RHO Racing Series race here at the Bahrain International Circuit in Sakir, Bahrain. My name is Tony Macaroni, and I'm going to be your commentator for today's race. Yeah, this is a new series for me, so please excuse me if I screw up some of these drivers or like teams' names. Yeah. But a lot has been going on in this league. There's been huge storylines throughout the offseason, and I guess it's definitely worth mentioning here on the stream. So, for starters, oh, pardon me for a second. Yeah, so for starters, I guess it's worth talking about the Team G-Force, if we can find them here. Yeah, G-Force has been coming off of a strong season. They showed up not qualifying. They showed up during the testing sessions, and they got a 1-2 finish during that test that occurred at the same track. So, I mean, I won't be surprised if some of these drivers on that G-Force team be able to pull off the same results. Especially because, as I mentioned, same track, so surely there's some experience. And G-Force, it's a leading team across multiple row racing series, and they finally find success here in RHO. But there's only one way to find out, and yeah, like, moving on. So after an underwhelming fifth season, the team Lexus is going to hold on to the current lineup. Baron Blade is going to stay at the team for a third season, while Talon Sukun extends for his second. And the two finished third and fifth, showing their ability to pounce on any opportunities at the lead pack during the preseason testing. So, yeah, looks like Alexis definitely another contender in this league. Yeah, let's continue down this totally not scripted list. So, Rebellion's John Silver slots in between the two Lexus cars in fourth, while his teammate Chase Beganovic makes a return to the grid with his own outfit in eighth. Now the team, partnered with Ford, will be heavily in the midfield. And after a dominant last season, it seems like the team Fiat have slumped massively following the loss of their two-star drivers, Salvatore Giovanni's and James Knox. I think I butchered Salvatore's last name. Apologize if I do, but yeah, so the two drivers entered a sabbatical at the end of season 4, and I'm sorry. Once again, it's my first time here, so I'm not going to get these names right. Mano Manny Kandan. Once again, I apologize. Yeah, so he makes his RHO return, having last driven for Honda in the first season. Whilst Adam King joins the Scorpion, moving from Volkswagen. Fiat ended testing in 7th and 11th, quite a margin from what we saw last year, and hopefully they're going to be able to fix their issues ahead of the season. But as you can see, we're already in qualifying, so yeah, time's running out for Fiat to fix their issues. But I don't think Fiat is even in this field for this Bahrain Grand Prix. Yeah, it doesn't look like a Fiat is running today. It's worth mentioning, but anyways, Next team, BSCA. They only fielded one car at testing, which was driven by D Thief. The SEC driver, beginning his third season with the outfit, finished a comfortable P6, indicating great things to come from the team. Team boss and FER veteran Luck Dini was full of praise for his driver. And meanwhile, Vauxhall has some ground to pick up. Alex Kaikera is kept on for another season, while rookie Alejandro Fox joins for his debut season. The two finished P9 and P13 respectively. Good potential, but they just need to build on it to maybe get towards the podium or points playing positions. But yeah. Anyways, a couple more storylines. Hewitt's looking to be in another catch-up season as Luxy Laguna, team opting to field one car, ended the session in P12. And concerningly, none of the main drivers of CHP showed up to PST. This driver, Hayek Manikondan, fielded the number 4 and ended the session in P14. And on the note of CHP, yeah, we have one CHP car on the race today. That's Jury, who is one of the main drivers. And even with the little hiccup during testing, they're still a very strong team. So look out for Jury Saints in the midfield. I mean, he's not new to this league. He maybe midfield to a podium. Well, there's only one way to find out. And lastly, Sierra GP. Unfortunately, it looks like Sierra GP is going to be riding towards the back, as well with Flynn Trappenberg finishing 15th during the testing session, and Spirit Raikkonen finishing in 16th. So, yeah, that's the summary going into this Bahrain Grand Prix. A lot of storylines going into Bahrain here. And, yeah, it's only the first race of the season, so just saying anything. Yeah, sorry about that technical difficulty there, ladies and gentlemen. My browser crashed for whatever reason. We're using a Discord here, and that's how I'm able to communicate to you guys. But apparently Microsoft Edge, for whatever reason, decided to stop working. But yeah. Anyways, we're back here, and with 1 minute remaining in qualifying, we're gonna try to look at the qualifying times if we can find them. Yeah. I'm looking around the map. I can't seem. Oh wait, hold on. Never mind. I found them. All right. So 30 seconds left. Looks like Green Ninja Warrior is on pole position as it stands right now, followed by Kanye Mellon and John Silver. Yeah, sorry. Once again, I apologize if I'm not reading these guys' full names. This is my first time in the series. And fourth is D Thief. And wrapping up the top 5 is Alex Kaikera. 6th is hang on a second. 6th place, that's well, I can't find his name, so we're just going to call him by his username. Ginger is in 6th place. And in 7th place, I can't find his name, so we're just going to call him FIFA. And in 8th is Fireflex. And yeah, that's your results from qualifying. And with that being said, checker flag is out, and these drivers are finishing up their laps and pulling into the pits here. Conclusion of qualifying. Again, bringing the qualifying results just in case you're just tuning in or you missed it earlier. On pole position here, Baron Blade, and in 2nd is Kanye Mellon. 3rd is John Silver, and 4th is D Thief, and wrapping up the top 5 is Maximal, aka Alex Kaikera. And yeah, that's qualifying results, but we still have a whole race ahead of us to get along here. And as you can see right now, the drivers getting set up on the starting grid on the front straightaway. Anyways, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, drivers lining up on their grid positions. There's the number 45 of Baron Blade, claiming his pole position there on the first grid spot. Yeah, so as these drivers finish up their final preparations for today's race, how about we go over the race analysis? So it's going to be 19 laps around Bahrain International Circuit. One mandatory pit stop is going to be required. So at some point during these 19 laps, these drivers are going to have to come into these pits here and change up their tires. Now, strategy-wise, I'm pretty sure, like most Formula 1 leagues, they have 3 compounds. Soft, which is red, medium, which is yellow, and hard, which is white. And there's also the 2 other rain, the 2 other rain compounds, but there's no rain in the area, so we're not going to have to worry about those during today's race, unless for whatever reason one of these teams decides to be like the real Ferrari F1 team and pull on intermediates in the drive. But anyways, yeah, and one more thing to mention: if these drivers, so these drivers have a maximum amount of corner cuts before they get a penalty here. And for this race, it's going to be 18 corner cuts. And if they get 18 corner cuts, they're going to have to serve a drive-through penalty. And I'm pretty sure if they keep making corner cuts from there, it's probably will be a disqualification or perhaps something worse. But yeah, so that wraps up your pre-race analysis. And yeah, the 5 drivers lined up on the grid. I'm pretty sure we're waiting on 3 others. And excuse me. Yeah, so you can see Aaron Blade on pole, and starting alongside him is that number 14 with Kanye Mellon, and starting behind him in the 64 Rebellion car, that's going to be what's his name? Sorry, John Silver. Once again, I don't really know these drivers well. My apologies if I make a mistake in any of these drivers' names. And starting alongside him in second row, that's Permarank, which is it's a D Thief. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna bother reading the rest of the starting grid because of the confusion in the drivers' names. I already explained that for you guys, but yeah, so Baron Blade. Yeah, you can see that number 45 Visa Lexus racing car. And you can also see the official walking down the grid, make sure everyone is wearing a helmet because, you know, safety first, especially when you're driving a Roblox race car. Safety is a huge priority. Yeah, it looks like we'll have an 8-car field today. It looks like 3 of those guys are going to be starting on the pit lane. I guess for sustaining a penalty during one of the earlier sessions, but yeah, so Baron Blade piloting that number 45 Lexus. Lexus is one of the most successful teams in the league, with 2 constructor championships and 1 drivers championship. I'll be surprised if we see Baron running up front for most of this race, or who knows, might pull off a Lewis Hamilton level domination here. But yeah, looks like the drivers are getting ready to roll off the grid here. And oh, looks like we have one guy that's not ready. And yeah, looks like everyone is ready now. As you can see, drivers revving up their V6 hybrid engines. And as you all know, Formula One and many leagues have installed these V6 engines for better sustainability. These are hybrid engines, so mixed between petrol and electricity. But yeah, anyways, drivers revving up their engines. Here we go. The lights are on. 5 red lights. It's lights out, and we're underway here at Bahrain. Baron Blade not off to a great start. Here comes Kanye as they come roaring into turn 1. Who's going to make it out as the leader? It looks like Kanye Mellon is going to emerge as the race leader, coming out the first few corners, but he still has little competition. John Silver and that yellow Hertz car. As, oh, Kanye, a little loose there as he goes off the track a little bit, but he's able to keep it clean. As it looks like John Silver is going to the race lead now. Coming down into this sharp, more than 90-degree corner. John Silver trying to pull away. As meanwhile, Kanye Mellon battling that yellow number 3 car. Going through these wide S's here. As, oh, looks like Kanye Mellon may have a run here. And yeah, huge run. He roars past John Silver, and he is back into the race lead. Ain't not for long. And yeah, another great exit there by Kanye Mellon. Using a lot of juice during this first lap of the race. As he gets past Maxey and John Silver. Whoa, huge dive bomb from Maxey there as, yeah, he's really slow right there, and he's going to lose a lot of ground, and now he's dropping all the way back to 5th place. As we're going into this next corner here. Oh, Kanye Mellon really wide there. Here comes Baron Blade looking for some payback here as he goes through this really tight corner. And it looks like Blade is going to return to the race lead. And oh! as you just saw there, Kanye Mellon got almost sideways right there. Miraculously, he's able to keep it straight. And yeah, just like that. Oh, the 64 of John Silver also really sideways. That's going to open the door for this 83 to zoom right by him. And just like that, the 83 of who I believe to be is, let's wait for the ticker here. That is Bomb, who took second place away from Silver there. As meanwhile, Silver trying to fight back. Not quite able to get there. Yeah, I can see his drivers getting real wide off that fourth corner there. That corner is way more narrow than what one driver would particularly think about that corner. Yeah, that's these drivers are going a little too wide. They're just misjudging that corner. But as the race goes on, I'm pretty sure these drivers will start to get used to the track here, if they haven't already, and they're going to settle into the groove, and just like that, it'll be like as if they're almost not driving the car. But anyways, we've got a battle for the podium here, as it looks like the oh, he gets sideways there, but able to keep it clean, but going to lose a lot of time to John Silver. As, oh, we got a car off track there. I can't see the names of any of the drivers, but yeah, John Silver roars past Palm for the second position, but Palm is going to fight back. Huge dive bomb from him. Not quite able to get there just yet. Yeah, we've been seeing some great battles from these drivers so far. I mean, sure, Green, aka Barron's, probably blown away with the race lead, but yeah, these guys running towards mid-pack are showing nothing shorter than the show, as almost into the gravel trap, both Silver and Palm. But fortunately, they're able to keep it on the racing surface. As, oh, we got trouble. Palm, it looks like he hit one of the signs at the exit of the corner, but yeah, that's going to allow John Silver to run away with second place, and just like that, Palm is going to lose a lot of position there. And oh, we got trouble on the second major straightaway. Kanye Mellon, looks like he, according to his team radio, he accidentally jumped out of his race car. And just like that, there's a driver in the middle of the racetrack. I'm not sure what happened there, but hopefully he's able to get back in his car and continue this race. As meanwhile, as this all goes down, how about we go over your podium so far? So, Baron Blade leading this race, followed by John Silver in second, and Palm wrapping up the podium spots here. As we still have about 15 laps left of racing ahead of us. Stay tuned. That's all I can say. Yeah, so Baron is able to stay in this race lead all the way until the end of the race, this will be his second career win as a driver in RHO. As Baron hits the outside retaining wall, and that's going to allow John Silver to get up to the race lead right as I start talking about Baron possibly getting his second ever career win. Yeah, maybe just don't let me talk. Maybe I'm just like devil's advocate here or whatever, but yeah, anyways, John Silver to the race lead as Baron is going to have to drop back to second place. Meanwhile, let's check out what's going on here in the back. Maximal and it looks like Hildicher as right as I say his name, he also looks like he got into some trouble there, and he is going to lose a ton of ground to Maxi. And yeah, a lot of action going on here. Like, especially in like 8-chassis cars, it's like playing Guitar Hero, except on 4 wheels. Like, you know, with 8-chassis, especially being more precision based, more like simulation style compared to like tank chassis and what most road racers are used to. Yeah, these cars require a lot more precision and like the tank chassis that like I'm used to like commentating about. And yeah, it comes down to a matter of which driver can like lock in the most to be able to run the fastest laps and obviously win the race. And above all else, not make any mistakes, as we have seen a lot of drivers making various mistakes here, and that is costing them dearly. And looks like may have a battle for the lead brewing up here, as looks like Green and Silver are going to go at it. Green, aka Baron, obviously he sat on pole for today's race, gaining some ground on that Rebellion car. Yeah, he's within drafting distance here, or slipstreaming distance, for our European viewers on this front straightaway. As huge dive bomb from there, you can see, trying to get the most out of that race car. Not quite able to get there just yet. As Baron Blade and John Silver going after the race lead. Yeah, John just trying to like run his race, as Green gets loose and spins off the racetrack and potentially cutting that corner there, but I have to wait to see what the marshals think of that. Yeah, you can see Green just using every inch of the racetrack possible. I can't really attest to like the quality of these racetracks, so I don't know if there's like any like bumps or like unnecessary proportions that upset these RHO race cars. But yeah, as you can see, John Silver and now Baron Blade lapping Jeffrey there. It looks like we're gonna have our, I believe to be our first lap down car of the race. I think Kanye Mellon DNF'd after jumping out of his race car, and really unfortunate that his day had to end like that. But it's racing, you can control some things, and then there's other things you can't really control. First part Valley, he looks so promising too. No, we got trouble! Green! I mean, Baron Blade hits one of the signs and spins off the racetrack. As, oh, Jeff. Also, I have no clue what Jeff's doing, but he's off the racetrack. He's not back on it, but something's wrong with that race car. He's like all over the place. Like, even off the track. And at this point, it looks like John Silver just could probably run like a conservative race here and run away with the race victory, as long as he doesn't make any mistakes. Because we're seeing a lot of mistakes here. I don't know if it's the driver's fault, track maker's fault, or like something else. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of action here. Oh yeah, Jeffrey still getting into some action, hitting the guarding walls here for a reason. Something's definitely up with that race car. I'm not sure, like, how he's not having that car under control. But, yeah, it looks like, oh yeah, Jeffrey. Looks like he is gonna serve a drive-through penalty. Probably for the corner cuts he made, or perhaps for his rather reckless driving we've been seeing here. Maybe I'm taking it too hard on him, because this is only my first race. I don't know a lot of these drivers as... Anyways, we got a couple of drivers coming down pit road. It looks like it's Pilcher in that number 81 Fiat, as well as Maximo. No! I think Baron Blade made yet another mistake as his car, I just saw on my screen his car like bounced off the wall for a second, but yeah, he's still going, so that's good. See if we're gonna have any more guys come down pit road here. And oh, here comes our race leader, John Silver, coming down for his pit stop for today. Yeah, pulling into the pit stall. And it looks like it's going to be 4 fresh Pirelli soft tires for him. And all he has to do at this point is just run his own race and, like, avoid mistakes at all costs. And the win should be his. But don't count it out just yet. We still have 9 more laps left in this race. I know, looks like a crash. Your leader, John Silver, crashing in turn number 4. But, I mean, it looks like he stayed able to keep it clean. And that's also not going to be enough for Baron Blade to reclaim the race lead. He is still about 20 seconds behind him. But yeah, John Silver running away with this race victory. And meanwhile, let's check in on Baron Blade here. He is rounding off the second to last corner. as John Silver approaches the front straightaway where the grids are. And looks like maybe after John Silver's little crash there, looks like Baron has gained like more than 20 seconds on him. And I wonder if he can keep the pace up and maybe possibly steal the show here at Bahrain. And here comes John Silver once again, lapping Jeffrey. Jeffrey not having a great day in that Hilton Lexus. Yeah, so these drivers really strung out here at Bahrain, but yeah, are we going to see Baron Blade potentially catch up to John Silver? I mean, time is running out, but there is still time left. 7 laps to go for John Silver. Let's check the leaderboard here, see where Baron is. He maintains about the same gap. But, yeah. It looks like John Silver is, running a, pretty aggressive line here. It looks like he's not really interested in running a conservative, excuse me, a conservative race here at Bahrain. The guy can see he's almost in the gravel traps coming out of that corner. Like, he just wants to run, like, a couple of hot laps. You know, I'm sure Baron especially wants to run a couple hot laps to catch up to John Silver here. But yeah, he's going to need like Michael Schumacher level hot laps if he wants to catch up to Silver. Meanwhile, looks like we're going to have a bit of a battle for the last spot on the podium. You have Maximal, Pilcher, and FIFA going at it. They are 1 second apart from each other, coming across the line. Just keep an eye on this battle for the podium here while we can. And while we're at it, how about we check out the leaderboard? Let's see if Baron was able to close the gap a little bit. Oh, he's able to close the gap by 1 second. Yeah, so Baron just needs to like lock in, and maybe we'll have a chance at winning this race. 6 laps to go here. But still, we're also going to need to keep a camera on this battle for the podium, as we can see the Fiat of Hilcher getting real loose off the second to the last corner. And it looks like the battle for the final podium spot is going to begin to string out a little bit, but maybe not for long, because Hilcher has a great exit off the final corner, and he is right on the rear wing of Maxi going into turn 1. Able to get there, has to catch a slipstream, and then wait for the perfect opportunity to strike. And also, don't count out the guy running P5. That's FIFA. Yeah, oh, FIFA looking to make a move for 4th place. As though you can see the Fiat getting into the gravel trap there. But fortunately, he's able to keep it clean. As though he's going to go for the 3rd place. Not able to get there just yet. But he may have an opportunity going down this straightaway. Here he comes. And into the turn, just like that, Hilcher in the number 81 Fiat is going to claim the last podium spot in third place. But not for long, because here comes Maxi fighting back. Going into the final corner. Yeah, Hilcher just not able to get a great enough exit as here comes FIFA now, taking the 4th position away from Hilcher and possibly going for that podium spot too. And also, speaking of the update on the podium, it looks like Bahrain once again closed the gap on John Silver. He's able to gain another second on Silver with 5 laps to go. But yeah, Maxi goes real wide off turn number 4, and that's going to give Hilcher the opportunity to take that 3rd position away from him. Let's see how long this will last. As you can see, the drivers getting their 2 tires into the gravel trap, using every inch of the racetrack here. And wait, hold on. We have an update. It looks like Aaron Blade is getting a drive-through penalty here. I'm not really sure how that could happen. It looks like Aaron may have been pushing a little too hard, and consequently, he ended up cutting the racetrack a little too much. And the officials are not going to tolerate it. So, yeah, it looks like Baron Blade is out of contention for the race win with this drive-through penalty. But meanwhile, let's take another look at this battle for the last spot on the podium. Maybe these 3 drivers of Hilcher, Maxi, and FIFA, at least 2 of the 3 of them, can probably rest easy knowing that Baron is wait, hold on, I'm sorry there. Oh wait, hold on, we got trouble in the back. FIFA off the racetrack into that downhill section. Looks like he hit one of the signs there that's located on the apex and like off the racetrack, like near the track limits. But yeah, it looks like FIFA is now out of contention for the podium. Meanwhile, Hilcher with 3 laps to go, trying to run away from Maxi here to lock in that final podium spot. And Baron has yet to serve his drive-through penalty here. By the way, serving it or not, he's really not going to gain much or even lose much. As... oh, we got trouble! Hilcher! Oh no! Looks like he hit a crease on the curb. And his car came to a dead stop there. Whatever it is out of the podium, and that's going to give Maxi the final podium spot as of now. Really bad luck from Hilcher there. That's probably like one of the worst feelings you can have as a road racer. Like, you're like leading the race, or you're having like what you would consider is a good race, but then you hit like crease or like a bump in the track that completely like offsets your car, and like in this case like completely stops your race car and puts you out of contention. That's like probably one of the worst things that can happen to you as a road racer. But anyways, John Silver doesn't really have to worry about much because he is 6 seconds in front of Barron, and even if Barron passes him for whatever reason on the final lap, Barron has not served his drive-through penalty, so it looks like that's going to be converted to a time penalty during the post-race as John Silver enters his final lap of the race. And as you can see now, final lap, Baron Blade serving his penalty, his drive-through penalty, and doesn't really lose that much or gain that much on John Silver, who's in front of him, and as I say, he didn't lose much to Maxi behind him. So it looks like that second place position is pretty much locked for him, unless John Silver wrecks here on this final lap. But yeah, a lot of odd crashes this race. I haven't really seen much of this throughout my road racing career, as normally like these tracks are like fixed or like tested beforehand for like any like faults that would be in the track. But yeah, anyways, John Silver on the second to last major straightaway, going into the final corner now. Rounds it off. Coming down the front straightaway. First race of the season, his first victory. John Silver will take home the win here at Bahrain. And let's check in on his fellow drivers who'll be joining him on the podium. As you can see, Baron Blade wrapping off the final corner. This race's pole sitter, unfortunately, not the day he really wanted, but still a respectable second place. Hopefully he can come back next race and maybe win it. And looks like we're still waiting on the final car joining them on the podium. That would be Maxi, as coming out of the final corner, Maxi, it looks like he's not going to have any competition, is going to come to the start-finish line and take home that final podium position. Yeah, as you can see, Maxi celebrating on his radio right now. It looks like he had a pretty great day, perhaps a lucky one, with FIFA and Pilcher having bad luck with the racing surface. Speaking of those guys, FIFA is going to finish 4th place, Pilcher in 5th, excuse me, Palm in 6th, and Jeffrey in 7th. Looks like Kanye Mellon is going to be our only DNF of the day. Really unfortunate for him. He started on the front row, but he jumped out of the race car and subsequently DNF'd from this race. But still, amazing job from these drivers today. As you can see, the drivers pulling into the podium area. As you can see, each of the drivers pulling into their podium slots. Yeah, some weird incidents on track today. It all came down to 19 laps, and it looks like John Silver is going to walk out of here today with the first victory of the season, followed by Baron, our pole sitter, and Maxi wrapping up the podium. Yeah, that will conclude this race as each driver walking up to the podium. All right, so yeah, as you can see, drivers soaking in their respective performances today. We're gonna cut to interviews now. So first up, we're gonna interview today's race winner, John Silver. Yeah, so Mr. Silver, a really respectable performance from you today. Yeah, so what was going through your head throughout most of the race?
Well, at the start of the race, I was just hoping for a good start, and I could work from there, which I did at the end. It was really just about keeping consistent lap times this race. You know, going for fastest laps wasn't really an option for me because I just couldn't get under 33s most of the time. So, to be honest, I was kind of hoping for people to have issues with the curbs, but not in a bad way, just to get a good result. And unfortunately for some, it did happen. But yeah, it helped me get the win. I'm sorry to Green for the issues he had with the curbs and the CCs. He could have gotten the win, but this is my second career win as well, so I'm really happy with it.
And also, speaking of running the fastest laps, we saw during, like, I think it was mid-race, like, you were, like, sliding across the racetrack. Like, you were, like, at least from what we saw, you were, like, running some, like, hot laps there. And from what we saw, it looks like you weren't planning on running conservative race at that point. Yeah, what was going on there?
To be honest, I wasn't really trying to go for really fast laps. I just wanted to keep the low 33s I was getting the whole race. And the sliding came with that. The car is really easily unsettled by the curbs and everything. So I was happy to keep the car straight.
Yeah, so
and yeah,
as you said, like, apparently the track had a lot of issues today. Yeah, what's your thoughts about that?
Well, it's something to focus on for next week and the weeks after that. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, those are all the questions I have for you today. Once again, great job today and congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
All right, next up here, we're gonna try get second place. We're gonna try to get an interview from him. I'm sure he's gonna have a lot to say after what just unfolded. Yeah, here he is.
Hello.
Yeah, Blade Baron, or Baron Blade. Sorry, I'm so new here, so I'm not going to get your name right. Apologize for that. But anyways, wait, hold on. That wasn't Blade. Hey, hold on. That was someone else. Whoops. But yeah, we got now we have Baron Blade in here now. From what we're seeing in chat, it looks like he's having issues with his microphone. So yeah, I'm not really sure what we're going to do about that. All right. Can we give him on now. Alright, we're just going to use Roblox chat for that. I'll relay this information back to our viewers. Oh wait, hold on. Alright, we're still on some technical difficulties. We apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. But alright, looks like Baron's microphone's working. So yeah, Mr. Baron, yeah, second place today. You're on pole for this race, but unfortunately you surrendered that spot to John Silver, either willingly or unwillingly. But yeah, what did you think about today's race?
Well, firstly, just to make sure, you guys can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, disappointing race. Very depressing P2. Had the pace to win. I tried to reel back Silver at the end. But yeah, it all kind of unfolded when I tapped a little bump, like an invisible wall or something on a curb on the exit of the final turn. And yeah, just unraveled from there. I was trying to catch up, and then I decided to pull the undercut. And for some reason, the pit box for Lexus is right next to another fence, so had a horrible exit at the pit lane. And then for some reason on the after turn 2, my mouse, I don't know what happened, but the car just went left into the wall for some reason. I think you caught that just barely on the stream.
Yep.
But yeah, I just tried to keep my head down, try to get after him, but yeah, it wasn't enough. And then another couple bumps put me into the CCs, and I got what I would think is an unfair drive-through penalty, but yeah, we live and we learn, I guess. We move on to next week.
Oh yeah, speaking of your penalty, so yeah, that really that was like the nail in the coffin for your opportunity of winning this race. Yeah, so what do you think about that penalty? Do you think it was a little too harsh considering what happened to you with your car spinning out?
In terms of harshness, I mean, no, because that's what should happen when you get a penalty. But in terms of was it fair to give one to me in terms of what happened? No, that's where I would say got a little bit unfair, because like I said, the car just bounced everywhere, put me into the CCs. But yeah, I mean that's also part of the driving, I guess. You know, if you can't keep it on the track, you're gonna what's it called? You're gonna suffer, I guess. You're gonna get, what's the word? It's gonna hurt you. Yeah, we'll put it that way.
And yeah, so I mean, still, you had some amazing race pace today. What's your expectations for the rest of the season?
Well, I mean, I can confirm that I'm up here as a top driver. I know I can bring the fight to Silver, as you know we had a great battle at the beginning. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to work harder and try to stay more consistent to not keep crashing out like I did in this race. And if we can keep that under control, then yeah, it should be a good title fight.
All right, those are all the questions I have for today. Great driving today, Mr. Baron, and congrats on the second place.
Thank you.
And looks like next here in the interviewing booth, it looks like we're gonna try to tap third place, which is Alex, which is as we know him as Maxi.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got him in the booth here. All right, so Maxi, yeah, you had a pretty solid race too. For you, or here, yeah, here we go. All right, so for you at least, you're battling for the final podium position. With what I believe to be was Pilcher and FIFA. What was going through your head during that battle?
I was just trying to keep me cool throughout the entire race to try and stop them from overtaking me. And you know what? It paid off on the final lap when I unfortunately binned it into the curb. So how did he even do that? Yeah, that's all I've got to say for that one.
Yeah, so there's been issues with the racing surface, but apparently you were able to capitalize on those issues with FIFA and Hilcher falling behind. I know it's a rather dumb question, but it could be interpreted in many ways. Do you think it came down to skill, or do you think you just got lucky this time?
To be honest, I think I just got lucky, as most of the competitive drivers were not racing, and Mano binned it into the curb, as I said, and FIFA dropped back a bit. So I think it was just me just keeping my cool and getting lucky, while also having that skill to not bin it into anything.
So, with that being said, like, you think your finish was more about luck. So, what's your what's your expectations for the rest of the season following what you said about your luck today? Are you expecting to be getting some more podium finishes, finishing midfield? Like, what do you think about that?
I think we'll be fighting in the midfield. I don't think we'll get that many podiums, but hopefully one or two more. But I think we will be fighting for points in like P6, P7, P5. Yeah, I think it's just the midfield contention we're really focused on, rather than being one of the front runners.
And those are the only questions I have for you.
Yeah.
Great job today, and congrats on the podium finish.
Thank you.
And I'm not sure if we're going to do any other interviews.
What time is it for you?
What time is it for me? Left the booth. But to answer that, it is 3:23 p.m. from where I am. Looks like we're gonna get one more interview from Mango.
Yes, hello.
Can
you hear me?
Wait, hold on. Yeah, so... Oh, yeah, hold on. Hilcher. Alright,
Yes,
so...
yes, hello.
Alright, yeah, so Hilcher, unfortunately, you suffered the wrath of the, rather, faulty track designs with the, little curb incident in, turn 4. Yeah, so, what's your take on that?
I mean, it's not ideal, but everyone had to go through that, so I guess it wasn't really an unfair advantage or anything. It's my first race in like 4 seasons, so wasn't really expecting much, but a lot of the main drivers like Melon and Pomerantz, they got caught up quite heavily by those track issues. So we just took advantage of them, and then we were obviously in contention to fight for the podium, but I myself then got caught on the curb and then lost a considerable amount of time. But I think to come away from that and still finish 5th is good. 10 points for the team when we only had 1 car fielded, so it's not a bad day in the office, I'd say.
Yeah, so as I was talking about during the pre-race, yeah, it looks like the team has been struggling as of late. So I mean, you actually had a strong performance before biting the curb. So yeah, what do you think about Fiat and its direction going into these next few races?
Yeah, obviously we didn't have Adam here today. It would have been good if we managed to get both cars going, but I'm sure we can talk with that and then try to see if we can get him in for the next race. And yeah, we were on the back foot in terms of pace. I think I heard somewhere that we were 3rd fastest, but this team won both championships last season, so obviously we're looking for a lot more than that. So we're gonna have to go into the debrief and sort of see where we can pick up the pace, what the issues were today, and then hopefully for round 2 come back and try contend near a bit further up the fields, because I'm pretty sure our rivals are going to come back with a lot more data and they'll be a lot more ahead. So it's up to us to see if we can catch up.
And those are all the questions I have for you. So yeah, congrats on the 5th place finish, and we wish you luck in next race.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, man.
All right, so after that, I'm not really sure who else is going to get interviewed here. Looks like that's everyone. Or wait, hold on, no, it isn't. We have Hausa, aka FIFA, who
Yeah. I don't know.
was in that battle for the podium there towards the closing stages of the race, but unfortunately was also another one of those drivers who got unlucky at the wrong time. Yeah, so FIFA, what's your take on that?
Yeah, I just messed up. Going through like turn 5, turn 6, and got a bump and then crashed, and then that really ruled me out of the podium. So that's fine. It was my
so,
mistake. I could have avoided it, but you know.
Yeah, much like Pilcher, you also had a really strong performance today, battling for that final podium spot. So what do you think about your team and its direction going into these next few races?
Yeah, we can do good. Obviously we've got Chris and Kanye, because I'm only reserve. Chris and Kanye, they can win races easily, both of them. Kanye had to leave today's race, but you know he was on the podium, so there's like nothing like too worrying about that.
Yeah, so yeah, speaking of your teammate Kanye, he jumped out of his car during the first few laps of the race, and yeah, as you said, was our only DNF of the day, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Good job on the finish today, and we wish you luck next race. And also tell Kanye I also said good luck next race too.
Right, I will. Right.
And just like that, I think that's all for interviews. Yeah, so to our viewers on C Sports, we'd like to thank you for watching today's broadcast. If you're interested in joining this league, check out the Discord, which will be linked in the description of this video. Yeah, I had a lot of fun coming out here and commenting today. I also hope you viewers have a fun time watching this, and yeah, until then, thank you guys for watching. Have a good